What is up, you guys? It is, of course, I, the great Scrublovigus here, and welcome you to my channel, whether you're new or returning. I appreciate you for coming here. I'd like to apologize for the fact that I've been gone for so long, and especially because I never gave any kind of warning sign that I was going to be leaving or anything. So I owe everyone here an apology, because it's been like, what, a year, I think? Since I've posted anything and I never said anything about leaving and whatnot. I'd like to explain that. It's mostly just the fact that it's very difficult in my living situation to be able to record. It's not easy because people in my house are loud, there's a lot of people, and there's not like a specific set of time anymore that I can actually like sit down and record, because for a while I could pretty much just do it over the course of the night because people would be sleeping, but pretty much everybody now is on like an alternating schedule, and so there's always a point where somebody's up and being loud and everything, and it makes it very difficult to be able to record. And then let's be honest, while on one hand I kind of like editing stuff, at the same time I hate the editing process. It's not that I hate the editing process though, it's just I hate the tedious part of it, right? Where like, because there might be a better way to edit, but here's what I normally wind up doing, right? When it's just cutting it down and trying to cut out like unfunny parts or unnecessary parts, it becomes this tedious work where you have to make sure that it flows properly. So I have to sit here after I've cut different pieces out and make sure it flows properly, because if it cuts to another scene weird, because that's not including, of course, like when you add any kind of transitions or anything, but like I have to make sure, for example, that I didn't cut it like in the middle of a word or the middle of an action where it just is like a very weird cut, and I have to make sure that it doesn't transition weird. So I have to watch the same parts over and over again, and when you've recorded at least an hour of footage, like obviously the longer the footage the worse it gets, and on average, because of how OBS works for me, I only really get an hour of footage, because if I go over that hour, the problem becomes that the audio and the video unsync from each other, and the only way to fix it is to temporarily deactivate an OBS and then reactivate. Well, that's at least with the console stuff, because I don't really record stuff on PC too often, and that's because I don't have like a dual PC setup and stuff, so it doesn't really allow for me to record and play games, because memory has to be allocated to different things at the same time. So if it's too much running on the PC, it becomes difficult to record. Now, I think for the most part, depending on what I'm playing, I can do it. It's just honestly a pain, and I have to make sure everything's set up properly in order to do it, which arguably I have to do that with console anyway, but I feel like it's a bit more difficult with recording on PC. But either way, I would just like to apologize that I've been gone, and especially that I never said anything, but I am coming back. And this takes me into my next thing. So down in the description below, there's going to be a link to my new channel, which is where the edited content is going to go. This is going to be the live stream channel, and then if anything, I'll just cut a live stream down and put it on the other channel to make it easier for those who don't really want to sit here and watch a few hour live stream. They can just kind of get the bits and pieces of it to see what they missed. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to apologize to all of you and explain at least part of the reason why I've been gone, and I hope that as I bring back content, you guys will enjoy. It can be a nice flowing stream again like it used to be, but we'll see. I can't promise that, but let's all agree that it would be nice to have a nice flowing stream of content, especially if it's good content. So can I just interrupt for a moment and talk about this clip? Because a lot of the community says, pretty much as a joke, Apex Legends players' eyesight is based on movement, right? And I feel like this right here proves it, because unless it was one of those things where she saw me and was like, okay, well, this is clearly a solo, so we'll just leave him for last because this way it'll just be easier, because otherwise, you know, you're splitting up your forces. The fact that I really feel like she should have seen me, but it's like she didn't see me even though I was right there in front of her. So I just wanted to interrupt real quick and point that out, because I feel like some people might not necessarily explain why I put this clip in as a background clip while I'm talking and apologizing and everything. And so I just kind of wanted to interrupt and kind of explain why it's here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.